Hey guys, I'm Dave with Small Batch, and today we're talking to Alex Cesa, who is, from what I've been told, the best cigar rep on the planet. So today we're going to learn what he does and how he does it.
I'm always checking my products, make sure they're full, stocked, ready to go. This is my section here. Check out my EP Carrillos. Everything's looking full. Backups, Dapper, Foundation. I just go all the way down. Miami Cigar on the other side over here. Checking if everything's priced as well. Most stores do this on their own, but if they don't, I take it upon myself to make sure that everything's priced, looks clean, and is well presented. I think that's huge. You walk into the Humidor and your product is presented well, it's more attractive and people want to pick it up. I want it to look good, priced right, and stocked. And then after that, I look to see what product is needed, and I present it to whoever the buyer is, the owner, whatnot, and let them know, hey, we need an extra box of that, this is running low. And just kind of fill from there. I always tell the owners, their business is my business, because if they're successful, I'll be successful. So I want their humidor looking good. I want the events to run well. I just want everything to run smooth. I want to make sure they have the right products. I mean, I got 7 different brands I carry. Doesn't mean that they're all going to work in a humidor. I mean, you got different stores, we sell only mild cigars, we sell only, heavy cigars, big green age cigars. There's all different varieties. So to me, is making sure I get the right mix on the shelf in each store to make sure they're successful, not just putting something on the shelf just because. It's getting the right one on the shelf. And if something on the shelf's not working, switching it out for another product to make sure, if it's the size or whatnot. Their business is my business. It makes me successful if they're doing well. You always want to make sure you have at least a minimum of 3 facings. If you put one box of one brand on a shelf, it'll get lost, especially in a humidor like this, where you have hundreds of brands. It'll be lost. There'll have to be someone who'll have to call for it to find it. So like with the Foundation brand here, how we have it 3 facings across, it's a presence. You see it, catches your eye. It's got the shelf talkers as well, that helps. And then as you can see, 3 on the Tabernacle 142, and then you have Tabernacles here. Highclere Castle, there's 1 facing, so that, but it's within the Foundation square here. You got Charter Oak on the bottom, so it's within the whole Foundation block here. So yeah, I mean, you definitely got to have 3 facings is usually 3 facings on the shelf of a brand gives it a presence, minimum. The first section they walk in, they pass. They walk right past it, and then they make a right. So that's why I'm centered in the middle here, because everybody walks, they don't walk in and stop. They walk in, and they'll walk halfway through a humidor, and then they'll usually start to the right and go around. And then it's eye level. So it's all eye level is what everyone's looking at. That's what they scan, eye level. It's right here. I think it's been 9 years now working with some of these stores, majority of them in my area, and I just know the trends. So for instance here at Maximar, when we go to the show, I have an idea of what's been moving, because I come in here and I'm constantly filling and doing the orders with them. So I kind of have an idea of what's moving better, where they should go heavier, if it's the Toros or the Robustos and whatnot. So we go through the order. It's kind of funny. I'll tell them what they're going to want before they tell me, and they're like, how'd you know that? And it's just knowing what's moving in the store, paying attention to that and making sure they get the stuff that they need. You don't want to load them up on stuff that they don't need. You do that, it's money tied up there. It's less they're going to buy from you potentially. It's definitely less they're going to buy from other people. It's making sure they get the right mix of what they need, for sure. I have 7 different brands that I represent. And I can walk into a store and they'll pick up 4 of them or want to carry 4 of them because it works for them. But the 3 others might not work for them. Whether it's, they say it's too small of a boutique, or it's the opposite, it's too mainstream and they want something more boutique. So it'd be vice versa. So I feel like when I walk into a store with all my brands, I have something to sell them. There's something that they can sell because I have such a variety. I have Nicaraguan cigars, I have Dominican cigars, Honduran cigars. There's just such a variety. Sweet cigars, What am I doing right now? Just servicing the shelf, make sure everything looks good, and it presents well. I mean, when you walk in, if it's just a hodgepodge of stuff, it's not attractive. Like I said, there's a lot of good cigars out there. All these companies make great cigars. Why are they going to pick up yours? Without you being here selling it, if I'm not here, or if someone's on this Humidor selling it, consumers in here by themselves, why are they going to pick up your cigar? We got hundreds of facings in here. It's, for me, it's make it look the best you can. The appearance, make sure it's presented well, it's well stocked, it's priced. That's the best you can do without being here selling the cigar. If you go somewhere and you see something that's attractive, it makes you want to pick it up. If it's a mess, it's dusty, it's dirty, and you're just like, box is empty or whatever, it's kind of a turnoff. There's got to be a connection with the brand. There's a lot of brands out there, and there's some companies I've had to turn down. It just didn't, just the branding and the message, it didn't work. It didn't click with me. I got to be excited about the brand. Otherwise, I would do the brand disservice. If I picked it up and I didn't like it, then what am I doing? I got to be excited about the brand, the message, the products. Yeah. Oh man, it's a great group of guys. We have a lot of fun. That's the thing. We just get along. It's like we've known each other forever. As soon as I started working with them, and I talk to Matt Booth all the time. At least once a week, he's calling me, and it's not always about work either. I got him into CrossFit. I'm big into CrossFit, and I got him into it. So it's more than just the cigars. It's that connection with our kids, eating right, working out, on top of all that,